My first encounter with a spirit as a child, I saw a ghost dog, and I was the only one who saw this particular entity. My parents thought it was my imagination.
Jolene Spooky Riley is one of these believers.
And years later, as a teenager, I had a number of other encounters that led me down a more serious path of paranormal research.
In Gettysburg, she was able to turn her captivation with ghosts and spirits into a career. Jolene is the manager and headlining ghost tour guide at Gettysburg Ghost Tours, as well as the founder of the Gettysburg Paranormal Association.
Gettysburg is known mainly for two things, history and ghosts, not necessarily in that order. I consider Gettysburg the ghost mecca of the world, and I think that people flock here because it's such a great town rich in history, but also has been flagged as a paranormal community.
And around Halloween, that community grows much larger.
This is one of our busiest times of the year. People would assume that July with the anniversary, but October is actually one of our busiest months.
Yes, it's Halloween in Gettysburg, and after the trick-or-treaters head home, people flock to paranormal businesses.
We get non-believers, we get people that are so into it that they just come back time and time again to do the same tour.
We never know who's walking through that door. Every tour, every ghost hunt, there's no saying what's going to happen, not necessarily ghost-wise. We get a variety of people with a variety of different levels of experience and interest. We get the hardcore paranormal enthusiasts. We have the budding hobbyists who are looking to start their own groups. And then we have families that just want to scare their kids. So we get a variety of different people through.
I find it fascinating, especially like places like Gettysburg, because I consider them to be residual haunts. The people died so quickly and so violently that I don't think most of them even know they're actually dead. And it's actually intelligent. It's just like a rewinding of a cassette tape. It replays itself in the right conditions over and over again. They don't know you're there. You don't know that they're there.
Most of the people look at this with, honestly, I think with skepticism, which is fine. Being analytical is a benefit, not so much a detriment. I think that people who are somewhat skeptical in nature, when they do have an encounter or have something that they can't explain occur, they seem to get more excited than the people who are coming in the door on the onset very excited. We want to get a good scare. A number of people claim they want to see a spirit. Once they do, they take off running, which I don't understand that. It's like getting on a roller coaster, but you want to, push the envelope. And I think people who enjoy paranormal experiences, I think, have the same mindset. They're thrill seekers in a sense. They want to explore this, and they want a good scare.
State Penitentiary, I went the first year in 2008 to do the Terror Behind the Walls haunted tour. And I was walking down the center to what's the rotunda, the center hub of the prison. I looked down to one cell block, and I swear I saw the shadow of a human walk from the left side of the cell block across the hallway into the right side. And there was no one down there. The ride gates were closed, and everything was off limits.
For others, delving into the paranormal is about more than experiencing a thrill.
We actually have a spirit in our house.
You can roll a
passed away.
It definitely looked like
the son of the first owner, so I know he's there. Plus, I know my brother.
I think a number of us want to connect and see that life doesn't necessarily end. There's something else out there.
One thing all of these people have in common is that they have come for ghost stories.
I just really like to entertain, and I don't think the art of storytelling is so very important to pass information and history on to future generations, and I love working with people, and of course ghosts intrigue me, so being able to use all of that in the role that I have here as a trade is a blessing for me. I'm very fortunate.
Although visitors are not allowed on the battlefield after dark, ghost tour guides are able to lead guests through some of the supposedly haunted locations in town. This includes the building that was once an orphanage for those left parentless after the war, the Jenny Wade House, home to the only civilian killed during the Battle of Gettysburg, and various homes and businesses that have stood since the battle.
On the traditional Black Cat tour for 8:15.
No matter which haunted location viewers choose to see, Gettysburg ghost tour guides know the chilling stories that rest in each part of their historic town.